Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours, and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours, and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Western Hills trying to clear their lines. Good little clearance from Manglemont, but only as far as Griffin. She's trying to turn. It's a good little play out. That's Riley again. Her shot is blocked. It's going to get cleared out for an Anderson County throw-in. Ella Davis trying to play the ball out wide here to Anna Williams. Good step there from Thompson from Anderson County. Williams has got some speed. She's trying to work down the right side. Good defending there from Anna Williams. But Anna Williams, it's a battle of two Annas there. Ella Davis from the top of the box. She's got the ability to do that, so I don't think the Bearcats want to leave her that much space. Bree Ramsey joins the match for Anderson County, number 22. Looks like she's going to play on this left wing side.
I think Riley is the one that went out.
Deflected out for a Bearcat throw-in.
As you can probably tell, it's windy today.
It's sunny but chilly.
Still 53 degrees at 10:30 in the morning. We apologize we're not live, but we're having some technology issues, as I'm sure you're already aware. Ooh, I think that was in the face.
It looked like it. Ball's going to make it out of bounds there for Anderson County, or Western Hills throw-in. It's Williams trying to connect with Davis. It's a good ball through. That was Ramsey trying to get on the end of that through ball. We've got a break for a substitution for Western Hills.
And we're going to have a couple for
Anderson County as well.
Riley comes back in. Chavez
That's
in for
Griffin with a
Western
shot.
Hills.
Yeah. They announced Chavez, but I'm not quite sure that's who that was.
Number 12.
Yeah. I'm going to check our roster because I've seen Chavez play quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's been a while.
Blonde-haired Caucasians.
I think that's Maggie Richardson. The roster I have.
Chavez.
Yeah. For the roster I have is number 12 is Maggie Richardson. So Chavez is number 22. So I could see where you could get 12 and 22.
Yeah, mixed up. Yeah.
Christina Chavez is quite a player. She usually plays in the midfield. Western Hills is coached by Chris Brady. This is his 5th year at Western Hills. They got a big win on Wednesday night against Franklin County. It was their first win against the Flyers, I think, in 5 years. So first win for Coach Brady, and I know he's been trying to build a program here. He's got a solid junior class. He's got several seniors that he's really invested time in. So I know it was rewarding for him to see some fruit from all that labor. So they got their district campaign started off with a big win. Davis goes down there in the corner, but it looks like the referee isn't buying it, and he rewards a goal kick for Anderson County. Good win there. Anderson County trying to get a quick counter going here. Ball's played through. Just a little too much on that. And Carson Graves will collect for the Lady Wolverines. Another shot there. That was Haley Snipes from distance. Carson Graves distributes, and that's out to Ella Davis. She's got her head up. She's trying to take some space and connect here. It's Kennedy Carter. She's looking out wide to Anna Williams. Caitlin Thompson with the good defending. Now we head the other way with Bree Ramsey. Tries to cut it back. Good win by Anna Williams. She's connected with Carter, and this is Ella Davis at the top of the box. She's trying to load it up.
A little wide.
Yeah, she didn't catch that. She's got quite a right foot, but I don't think she got all of the ball there and pulled it left a little bit. So another decent chance though. Anytime Ella Davis is on top of the box with time to get a touch and her head up, I think the Bearcats are gonna be a little anxious.
Nice little move there.
Yeah. Thompson's done a good job out here on that left back position. She's handled Anna Williams pretty well and been able to connect with Ramsey.
Pretty even score so far.
Yeah.
Even game, I should say. Of course, it's an even score, 0-0, but both teams seems to be well matched. And
good cutback, trying to connect with Carter. She's got some space here. Good pressure from Anderson County. Just threw her off enough. Western Hills has had a couple chances here recently, but as you can see, Anderson County's been able to get in behind.
yeah, I would say that maybe Western Hills has had the ball on their side of the pitch a little more often than Anderson County has, but Anderson County has been down here on offense almost as much as they've been on defense.
Yeah, I agree. And we, types of chances too. Western Hills has had a couple of what we would call good chances inside their box.
Anderson County probably has more shots on goal, but they haven't been probably a foul there.
Yeah, tackle from behind.
Williams.
That was Richardson, but Ramsey jumps up quickly, and Jenna Riley's here to take the free kick for Anderson County. Good defending there. Once again, that Anderson County's done a good job in the individual defending. That was Sydney Sayasane. Good battle there between Maddie Brock and Ramsey. Ball gets, Maddie Brock just kind of shielded it out. They did a little boxing out to keep that ball from going out for a corner. Ella Davis finds a little space. Couldn't quite connect there.
Anderson County throw in.
Once again, another throw for the Bearcats. Got about 8 minutes, a little over 8 minutes. We got a stoppage in play here for Anderson County substitution.
That's Reynolds coming back into the
It's
game.
good to see her coming back in. She was down with the injury about 15 minutes ago, so it's good to see her back up and running. That's Ella Davis looking out here for Maddie Brock. Good defending there. Throw in for Western Hills. As you can tell, almost everything goes through Ella Davis, number 12. They're always trying to find her.
Good center, nobody there.
Yep, couldn't quite connect it. She's going to try again, and this time Ella's on the end of it. Her shot is deflected. Ramsey coming down this left side once again. Couldn't quite beat the defender there. Good defending from Western Hills. Comes out Leah Reynolds. Wins it. A little shot. And that's
a goal.
Oh, and I unfortunately got caught watching the game, Clint. I got caught watching the game. It's hard to record and talk, but that was a wonderful little shot over the top. Anderson County takes a 1-0 lead here, just over 5 minutes left. I think Carson Graves was a little disappointed in herself. She was a little high on her line and didn't expect the lofted ball over the top, and it just barely squeaked under the crossbar. I think that was Olivia Griffin, number 11, on the goal. I think we're going to see Western Hills really ramp up the intensity here for these last 5 minutes. Good little touch there from Williams, and she's going to earn a corner kick for Wolverines. It's a good corner kick ball. No one on the end of it. Cleared out for another Western Hills corner kick. Once again, I mean, the ball, that's a great spot to put the ball right on top of the box around the PK spot. Western Hills going to be disappointed they didn't get at least a touch on it. You know, they let it bounce.
Yep.
And Anderson County coaches will say, why are we letting it bounce? You know, we got to clear that ball.
Throw in for Hills.
Again, another throw in. Foul there on Griffin for Anderson County. We're going to have a free kick for Western Hills. Looks like Olivia Turner, number 25, stepping up to take the free kick. All right, that's one of those situations in soccer where he saw a foul initially, but he tried to play on and see if Western Hills would regain an advantage. Once he saw they did not, he called the first foul. And sometimes that's hard for fans in soccer because they don't understand. It's like, why didn't you call it the first time?
It's like a delayed dead ball in baseball. So
yeah, but you know, I would love to see it in other sports like basketball. You know, if a guy is going to be on a breakaway dunk and the guy just reaches out and touches him but doesn't slow him down, let him get the 2 points, you know? And that's the idea in soccer is you don't penalize the attacker and give the defense the advantage. And so sometimes you'll hear them yell advantage, and what they're saying is I'm giving advantage. If that advantage doesn't play out, then he calls the foul. Good tackle there. No, he's going to call a foul.
Yep.
That was from behind. That was Anna Williams with the foul. Jenna Riley coming up for a free kick. He's going to call a goal kick. I thought I heard a deflection here live, but my wife would tell you I have bad hearing, so.
Selective hearing.
Yeah, that's probably more like it.
Yeah,
under 1 minute remaining here.
Sometimes you leave your spousal filter on.
It's Ella Davis. She connects here with Carter. She was trying to get out wide there to Maddie Brock. Back on Carter, though. She's got a little space here. Good defending from Anderson County. 25 seconds left here. Carter finds a little space. Good clearance. Ten seconds remaining. I think that's going to take us to half. It does. We're at halftime here at Anderson County High School. Bearcats grab a goal with just over 5 minutes left to take a 1-0 lead into the break. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hurricane Bay Car Wash, voted once again the best car wash in Anderson County. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, open 24 hours, and located right next door to Wendy's on Highway 127 South.
Hello, Miss Sylvia. This is John from Anderson Apothecary. I was just calling to see how you were feeling today.
John goes above and beyond for each and every customer that we have.
He jumped right on it. If someone needed help, John would be the first guy there. No questions asked, nothing. He'll be there.
John just wanted to open a hometown pharmacy just to take better care of his customers.
Well, I sure am glad you're feeling better. We're going to be bringing your medication by here just shortly. Is there anything else I can pick up for you?
If you haven't met John yet, come out and meet him, and you'll like him just as much as we do.
Welcome back to Anderson County High School. Here we're covering a little girls soccer action between the Wolverines of Western Hills and the Bearcats of Anderson County. We got 40 more minutes left to see who will come out on top. Western Hills down 1-0 currently. Goal from Anderson County, we believe it was Olivia Griffin with just over 5 minutes remaining. But we've had a pretty good game. Both sides have had chances. Western Hills probably a little disappointed and felt like they probably should have gotten at least one. But Coach Brady was pretty verbal, and you could hear him as the girls were jogging off at halftime that they have plenty of time, 40 more minutes. And so I think he's still pretty confident that the girls can get a result out of this. Whistle blows, and we're back at it. bounds for Anderson County throw-in. Leah Reynolds there trying to spray the ball forward. Leah again, Reynolds. There, that's one of those situations, Clint, where we heard the referee, he said play on, but then once he noticed that Leah Reynolds was not able to complete that pass and maintain possession for the Bearcats, he called it back. So we got a free kick. Looks like Anna Williams is stepping up. She drives the ball in, blocked there. And on the second attempt, she lofts one into the box. Carson Graves is able to collect. Kennedy Carter trying to turn. Ball's out here to Williams. Her touch lets her down a little bit, and Anderson County's trying to get out. Played back to Carson Graves, and she tries to connect with Ella Davis. Again, Anderson County's doing a good job of forcing Western Hills backwards. And they've won possession. That's well done there by number 10, Michelle Lopez. And Sydney Sayasane. Carson Graves come out to collect the cross there from number 0, Morgan Quire, the Bearcats. Big punt. Good little pass in there. Ella Davis trying to cut back to that right, find a little space. She drops it here to Kennedy Carter. Good stab by Anna Williams. Good defending there from the Bearcats. Grzinkowicz trying to get a cross off, but unable to. Good defending there from Olivia Turner, the Wolverines. Michelle Lopez again applying a lot of pressure there for the Bearcats, but Western Hills able to clear their line.
We got a couple of new players here that did not play, I don't think, in the first half for Anderson County. At least I don't recall them.
Well, it's hard when they're on that far side for us to see.
That's true, that's true. I mean,
because I was thinking the same thing about number 0, Morgan Quire, but
I guess you're right. When they're over there on the far side, it's hard for
a
us
little more difficult to see them.
To see their numbers.
It's Maggie Richardson. Again, Anna Williams, she's solid there in the center back position.
Bearcats like to bring the ball up on that left side.
And they've got some speed up there, and
figured it out.
Zinkowicz. I hear the parents saying Abby G, and I know why now. That's
gonna be a corner kick.
Yeah, bad off clearance there. A little unlucky from Western Hills, and Bearcats will have a corner kick. Western Hills, had a couple really nice attempts. Let's see what we got here for the Bearcats. Oh, the keeper came out.
Trouble.
Didn't get it.
Oh.
Sydney Sayasane with a shot that just goes over top. But a dangerous opportunity there. The goalie came out, tried to collect, and couldn't quite get there. And Anderson County had a chance. Little miscommunication there.
Confusion there on the.
Will they pay for it? No, Anna Williams. That's the third or fourth time already here in the second half that she has stepped at the exact right time and won the tackle. Got a little bit of a little bit of a tussle there on the far side, and he calls a foul on the Western Hills player, but it looks like she is staying down.
That was a good box out.
They were going at it. I give them that. I think that's number 2, Anna Williams. He's going to stop the clock here with 32 minutes remaining. Let's take a quick break as well. We'll be right back on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
Welcome back. As you can kind of see there on the far side, she's still bent over. Anna Williams has jumped up and got to her feet. She's talking to some of the training personnel here, Anderson County, and so I think she's going to be all right. I'm not sure if maybe she got the wind knocked out of her or. That cross rolled out for a goal kick.
Riley boots it.
Yeah, that was that's another new rule here in soccer is in years past, a goal kick had to leave the box, the full 18-yard box, before anyone could touch it. This year, the rule has changed where a defending team can stay in the box and the ball is live as soon as it's touched. It does not have to leave the box. So you saw him play that goal kick a little bit short and tried to invite that pressure so they could play behind it. This could be dangerous right here, a little free kick.
So Anderson County could be in the box, but Western Hills couldn't.
No, they have to stay out until the ball is touched. Once the ball is touched, in the past they couldn't touch it until it left the box. So it's you'll see a lot of defending teams play short because they want that defense to step forward so they can play behind them. And it's been a rule in the in FIFA professional leagues for 2 years, but the high school association just added that this year.
Why the change, do you think?
Well, you had a lot of situations where that's a good shot, just wide. You had a lot of situations where if you're a defending team, you would want to play a ball out and see if the defense was going to step. If they did, you would step in the box and touch the ball. That's a foul. You get to retake the kick. So it kind of became this gamesmanship. At the end of the game, if you were trying to waste a second or two, you would step in and play the ball early. And so I don't know that you'll see that level of tactic at a high school game in Kentucky, but
that's why it was instituted.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
That was Saya Sane again. She's shown up a couple times this half, playing in that defensive center mid role, and she had that opportunity on goal off the corner kick. Gonna have an Anderson County throw in. Ella Davis beats one. She's got a little space. She's trying to play that ball down the left, and a shot on goal. Good save. Good save. Belcher again with another good save.
So that's Willems that just came in back into the game.
Well, I thought that was her, but then I wasn't sure she had re-entered already. But
I did not see her re-enter, but she wears number 2, right?
Yeah, and that's why I was a little hesitant to say her name. It's good to see her back. Good to see her back. She's a difference maker for these Wolverines, so they'd like to have her on the field. Apologize here, we're getting a little wind.
It's been a rough day.
Well, Anderson County doesn't have a big grandstand, so we can't get up in the air. And so we're using what they call a high pod. This is a good chance right at the keeper. We're using a high pod to try to get us a little better angle, and now I'm subject to wind. And I did a game a couple weeks ago for my son, and I had a bird come and land on top of my camera. Oh, this is a good, dangerous ball.
Yeah.
Jenna Riley, I think that was Jenna Riley on this outside back. She didn't see that defender coming from her backside. So
yeah.
Western Hills definitely trying to pick up the intensity here. This is Davis. She's on that left. Good strike.
Right at the keeper, though.
Yeah, but that's in that space that she'd like to get to, the top of the box. She's pretty strong with both feet.
We got another Bearcat sub ready to come in at the next stoppage.
Ball's kind of bouncing around right now. Neither side can really settle it down. And Anna Willems is going to play it out for a throw-in, and we get that substitution that you just mentioned. I think that's Caitlin Thompson, number 14.
And she throws it in.
Yep. This is Ramsey. She played on the left wing early in the first half, and she seems like she's got some good wheels. A little 1-2 combination there between Ella Davis and number 19 from Western Hills. She tries to cross the ball, and there's Anna Williams once again. That's Anna Lodmell out here on the number 19. She's a sophomore. All right, we're going to have a foul on Anderson County. He's calling obstruction, which is actually a point of focus for Kentucky high school soccer. So we're going to have a free kick, number 28. This is Leah Hibbets. I'm sorry, Lauren Murray, I apologize, stepping up to take the kick. Her free kick is collected by the goalkeeper. And she will punt. And Anderson County will try to head the other way. Got another foul there on Anderson County. Is this Bree Ramsey down that left wing again? Looking for Lopez, but Carson Graves is able to collect. Got a substitution.
Couple of subs.
Yep. Number 22 for Western Hills, Christina Chavez. Did you catch the number for Anderson County there?
21.
21, that is Sydney Sayasane. So she only got a quick break there, you know. She's been in that center mid position and has done a nice job. So Coach Ernest gave her just a minute or two to get a breath and drink of water. And we've only got 23 minutes left here, so good pressure from Anderson County. That is Griffin. She can't connect, and that's Chavez with the win. She connects with Woolhams. Good tackle. Game's getting a little bit more, what they call in soccer, a little bit more wide open. There's a little bit more space. Ball's going forward and backward pretty quick. And that usually means we get some chances, so we'll see. I think Western Hills has got to go for it, right?
Well, they're down 1-0, so
yeah,
they've got to do something.
You know, one of the interesting things about Kentucky High School is, you know, this isn't a district matchup. So, you know, you can finish in a tie, and a tie is better than a loss, at least in soccer. You know, a lot of sports you don't have ties. But so there's there's a reason to go for it is what I'm saying. Even if you lose this game, it doesn't really impact your seeding for district. So go for it, you know. And so a lot of times you'll see coaches in these games just try things out.
That's why I always say that if it's not a district game, it's really an exhibition game.
And there's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that, you know. Unless you know, there's a lot of in-season tournaments. You know, Anderson County on the boys' side has participated in the Capital City Classic in Frankfort the past several years. You know, I know Anderson County has played in some events in Lexington with Coach Ernest in the past. But, yeah, other than an in-season little tournament where you are playing for a trophy, you go for it, right?
Yeah. And now in some sports, maybe in football, it might matter a little bit what your overall record is. That might be the second.
Well, they're doing that RPI.
The secondary sort of.
They're using those ranking systems now. That's a good shot and a good.
Just barely across the.
It must have hit the crossbar because I thought the keeper got a hand on it.
It hit the crossbar.
I saw it redirect, so I thought at first the keeper had gotten a hand on it.
She tried to get up there and touch it, but I think it was just a little bit above her hands, and it hit the top of the crossbar and ricocheted on out of bounds.
Ball's going to go out for a throw in.
We're about 3/4 of the way through this.
Yeah, we got about 20
contest.
left, and it's still 1-0. Game's going exactly as Coach Ernest would like it. Throw in for Anderson County.
They'll score yet this half. Of course, they didn't score. Anderson County didn't score in the first half until, what, about 6 minutes left?
Just under, yeah. It was like 5.5. Good tackle. But she couldn't quite connect there. And a Lodmell. Well done by Griffin, but she couldn't connect a pass, and now Western Hills looking to take advantage of that. I think that's going to be an Anderson County throw-in. Going to have a stop for a substitution. I think this is Leah Reynolds re-entering the game for Anderson County. Looks like Abby G is going to take a break. Grzinkiewicz. I'll probably get it down about the time the game's over. Referee checks his watch. We're just under 20 minutes, so final quarter here if we were in quarters. It's starting to warm up. Actually, I think it's going to be a really nice day.
Yes. Now that we've, I think, gotten out of the 50s, it's not too bad.
We're going to be down at Western Hills tonight to watch the boys' side of this school play against Frankfort High. That's a district matchup, so that's one of those where the outcome does have some impact, at least on the boys' side. Should be a good game. Western Hills boys are 4-0. They only had 3 wins last year. Coach Mangum's got 15 seniors. We've got to see them once already, and we've got to see Frankfort High once. So we saw them Thursday night against Franklin County. Kind of saw them. We were having a lighting issue that night at the high school. Only half their stadium lights were working, but good game. Free kick here for Anderson County. They maintain possession. That was Griffin just trying to loft one in the box. Dangerous, but Western Hills is able to clear.
Oh, that could have been trouble.
Ball's kind of moving slow in the box there, but I think that was Manglamott or Turner was able. I think that was Turner was able to clear wide. So we got an Anderson County throw in. That's deflected out. White throw in. So Western Hills. Laura Murray's throw in there was to Wadmale, and she played it right back. Western Hills they're having a hard time connecting those passes. They're trying to get Willems into space, and here, just as I say it, here we go. Plays it into Carter. Can she get that shot off? She plays it back. This is Davis, just wide. That's the second or third chance there for Ella Davis. I think she's a little disappointed in herself. All right, we got a couple substitutions here for Anderson County. Number 10, Michelle Lopez re-enters the game. Number 29, Ella Kays. Belcher with the goal kick. Connecting out here to our substitute. Ella Kays gets an early touch. And then Lopez. So our 2 substitutions are into play immediately.
That was out of bounds. I think it's going to be a red throw in.
It's a little disappointing that we're not live, and hopefully we've got folks that were able to join us on the tape. And this is one of the things we were excited about with BSN was being able to cover some of these less covered sports like girls soccer and like volleyball. A lot of the folks stream football games and So at least we're going to have a tape delay of it. Girls will be able to come back and watch at their own leisure. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to do this a little bit more and cover them in real time. But excited about getting to cover some girls soccer, some boys soccer. Clint, I know you've been doing football here in Anderson County for a long time and basketball. And
Yes, and I have tried to do soccer a few times, but having internet connectivity at the soccer field, they also play lacrosse here, has been difficult.
And they don't have a great spot to get high, and
Right.
so it's tough to. I can see that, but maybe we could come out. Is this where they play lacrosse? You said.
Yes, in the spring they play lacrosse.
Maybe we can try to. That would be neat. I've never covered a lacrosse. I don't know a single rule.
I'm not too skilled in it either. It is kind of fun to watch, and those guys are. Wow,
Do they do both girls and boys teams?
They do girls and boys. Yes, girls lacrosse is a little. It's not field hockey. There's a difference, but girls lacrosse is different than boys lacrosse in the way that they. I can't think of the word exactly, but like when you drop the puck in hockey.
Okay.
When they
face off.
Face off. When their face off is different.
I wonder if it'll be different with COVID too.
Perhaps. In boys lacrosse, they actually get down on the ground and face each other. But in girls lacrosse, they stand it up and they hold their sticks out, and the referee puts the ball between their sticks, and they're kind of holding the.
Okay, I got you.
Holding the stick in a horizontal position beside each other, and he puts the ball to where it's resting on both sticks, and then he blows the whistle and they like twist their sticks and hit it or something. It's kind of neat, really.
It does sound neat. Well, they don't have lacrosse in Frankfort that I know of. So,
and Anderson County has had a couple of lacrosse players, both boys and girls, get scholarships to play lacrosse in college. So
I know it's a fast-growing sport. I know it's pretty big in Louisville.
It's also the oldest sport in North America.
Really?
Yes. And believe it or not, a lot of people, if you ask them what's the national sport of Canada, they'll say hockey, but it's not hockey. The national sport of Canada is lacrosse.
See, folks, that's why you jump on the Bluegrass Sports Network.
You'll learn little
You
tidbits
never know
of
what Clint
information.
Goins is going to share.
I did a season for Major League Lacrosse for ESPN2 about 7 years ago, so I picked up a lot of stuff there.
Sorry, we're hitting some wind again, so ball gets played through. I got to say, Anderson County's goalkeeper has been very impressive. She has made a couple really good saves, but she's also just been real good off her line. She's been good communication.
I think their whole defense is played well today.
When I talked to Coach Ernest before, I asked him about a couple of key players, and he said our defense. So it's clearly the strength of their team. They've got some playmakers with Michelle Lopez and Griffin, number 11, there that you see on the ball now. And he mentioned Ramsey out on the wing. But he said the strength is with our defense and two center backs. And we've seen both Jenna Riley and Anna Williams make big plays. I saw him substitute Anna Williams, and I kind of wonder how long will he go without her on the field. I'm sure it won't be long.
Well, he's going to bring in Sydney, whose name I can't.
Sayasane.
Sayasane.
I think that's how you say it. I asked beforehand.
Sydney's going to come back into the game with the next stoppage.
Yep. Western Hills is good play there. It's Michelle Lopez and Anna Lodmel fighting it out here on the near side. And as you mentioned, we'll get those substitutions. Looks like Maggie Richardson's also going to rejoin for Western Hills. Sayasane. Well, we got just under 11 minutes here. Western Hills still trying to find an equalizer. They'll earn a throw in here.
Lopez with it.
She's trying to get Ramsey out wide. That's Olivia Turner stepping over for Western Hills. Well done. She's able to clear it. She's trying to connect with Woolhams. She and Ramsey have had quite the battle on that wing. Anderson County is pretty frustrated. They want a foul. We got a couple girls down on the field right now. Ball still in play. Looks like the Western Hills player is up on their feet. It's Anna Woolhams again, so I wonder if it's a re-aggravation. A lot of pushing and shoving going on right there.
Yeah.
Anderson County can shield that ball. That's a good call by the referee.
Yes.
Western Hills is, you got to figure out a way. You can't just push through.
Another good box.
This might be a card. We got to
stop.
The
box?
No, it's not in the box, but he is going to he's going to stop the clock for a caution here. And I think that the fans here at Anderson County are quick to tell him exactly what card he needs to pull out. He's going to talk to her. She didn't play much of the ball.
So, a yellow card and
number 8.
Do you have to come out of the game?
You do in high school. You do in high school. It's very interesting. Her number is 8, from what I can tell, but she's not. I don't think that's Maddie Brock. So I don't know if the roster at Western Hills is a little off, but this is a dangerous chance here. I think Jenna Riley's stepping up. She's about 25 out.
The official and the coach and the player are still having a discussion.
Yeah, so I'm sure he's talking to Coach Brady about what constituted the yellow card. But no, in high school soccer, they have to take a break after a yellow card just for one dead ball. And I think it's probably a good idea. In high school, the emotions run high, and it's kind of good to make them take a break, think about it. Usually it's not as big a deal as they've made it in to be.
And folks, Bo is a certified high school official.
I don't know if that means anything. It doesn't mean I'm good, that's for sure.
Well, it means at least your chances of knowing the rules are a lot better than mine.
He's pulling this back. I thought the foul was a little bit closer to the box.
So, looks like Riley's going to take it.
Jenna Riley's going to step up, number 12. This is a dangerous chance because she's at a distance where she can definitely get it over the wall and back down. Carson Graves is an athletic keeper, so she's going to have to put some power. Let's see what we got here. Good strike and a nice save.
Yeah,
that was well played on both ends because she got it up over the wall and it was going to tuck into that corner, but Graves was quick to get over.
Another foot higher, and the Bearcats may have
I think that one's off the
2-0.
face too.
Yes. Player is.
Clock's running.
Is a little shook up.
Is he going to stop the clock here? He should be stopping the clock. And he does now. He's stopping the clock with 8:40 remaining. We got personnel on the field.
Our clock is a little behind, so we'll let it catch up. And
looks like we're going to get going here. Number 14, Caitlin Thompson. I think she took a shot off the face and That stings.
Throw in Wolverines.
Throw in Wolverines. They got a few minutes here to try to squeak something out of this. We were at Franklin County the other night. Frankfort High was up 1-0, and Franklin County had a free kick with 4.5 seconds left.
And what happened?
No view.
No
I think
view.
My battery's dead. Let me see if I can.
Well, our audio's still working. If you want to.
It's been an all-around mess, hasn't it? We've struggled
We'll continue
today.
here. And
hold on just a second. I'm going to go straight into the. You don't have anything?
Just
All right.
the monitor.
I think we're coming back up here. I think. There we go. We should be back up for you here, Glenn, if you want to try to switch back to me. Apologize for that, folks.
There we go. We're back in action.
We're learning. This is a tough spot to do a game, you know.
This is. That's why I did not do many, and everyone I did before, none of them had been live. They'd all been on tape delay.
.29 K's just jumped in the game for Anderson County.
Coming up on 6 minutes to go here, as you can see in our scorebug.
Once again, Anna Williams, center for Bearcats, stepping up, making a play, and yeah, we're getting down to. But anyway, sorry we lost that feed. But 4.5 seconds left to go. Franklin County gets a free kick from about 35 yards out. They play it into what we call the mix, which is where all the people are standing in front of the box, and it squirts around. It ends up going in the goal, but the referees deem that it was after the whistle or after the horn, and so no goal. Franklin County, Lewis Tandy, he's fired up, which of course I would be too. We were able to quickly upstairs rewind our recording and see that the ball was in fact about a yard outside the goal when the clock showed 0 on the scoreboard, and so it was an accurate call. And I was impressed. Franklin County's Twitter account, they actually came out and said, we don't say it very often, but the referees did a good job and they made the right call. And so it's nice to every once in a while see the referees get some credit. They're out here. It's not an easy job.
No.
And especially now
it's not.
Now that everything's being live feed. This is a chance much similar to what we had on the other end with Jenna Riley. This is Ella Davis. She does not get it over the wall, but it's still in the box.
There's a shot. It's
no goal.
Wow.
No goal. The referee was right on top of it. The linesman was also saying it did not go. It has to go completely over the goal line.
Wow, because it hit the
it hit the crossbar and went down.
Yeah. So unlike football,
no, it
has to go completely over the goal line.
Yeah, it's not a break the plane situation. It's it's got to completely go over the goal.
Wow.
All right, he's asking the referee to stop the clock. If you want us. This is another rule that you see in the KHSAA. When a team is ahead and they substitute in the final 5 minutes, the clock stops.
Oh, I see.
So if Western Hills subs, the clock doesn't stop. But anytime Anderson County has a sub, it does stop. And so it's a time-wasting mechanism to try to avoid time wasting, but it makes the job of a referee more difficult.
Reynolds back into the game. I think she replaced Lopez, maybe? Nope, Lopez is still in there. She replaced somebody.
Anderson County trying to get a shot off. It's in the box. It's cleared out, but not far, and that's Is that Leah Reynolds with the shot?
Yes.
Just wide. Carson Graves will get it. We're under 3.5 now here in Anderson County. Bearcats up 1-0 on a late goal in the first half.
We got a
Got
player
a foul
down
here. That was Ella Davis. She got tripped at midfield, so Western Hills is going to try to push numbers forward here. Olivia Turner stepping up to take the free kick. That's Carter on top of it. She can't quite collect it. Davis is trying to find some space. Anna Williams has been a big player this half and has done a very nice job. And that's a good ball in behind.
Nice kick by Reynolds.
Yeah, keeper was quick off her line. This is Carter and Anna Williams. And ball just crossed over the line there. That was Lauren Murphy. Got a stoppage again for a substitute. Little over 2 minutes remaining.
Abby G back in the game.
Abby G. I like that.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Clear it out. I will say that it's one of those uncanny things about soccer that almost in a one-goal game, you can almost always count on one good chance in the last 2 minutes. So we'll see if that trend plays well for Western Hills. It's usually what happens is the defending team starts to, and this might be it. This might be it. He's calling a free kick here for the Wolverines. Interestingly, yeah, I was going to say, I was kind of surprised Ella Davis wasn't stepping over to take it, and she is now. We've got a good angle on this. The wall is, I'm surprised she's not asking for more. She could ask for 10. She takes a quick low shot. That's cleared out by Jenna Riley.
Turner's kick is kind of shanked over there. And
Western Hills got the throw in.
We got less than a minute now.
1 minute left, yeah. That was a decent chance on the free kick. Playing it back in there. Anna Williams tries to head it clear. And they're going to be out for a throw-in for Anderson County. And this is where you take your time.
Yeah.
You get a breather. They've been defending. I mean, you can see all 11 red players in their half of the field. They're not trying to get forward. They're just trying to finish this last 30 seconds. And this would be a good win for them, losing last Saturday to Franklin County and then losing this week to Woodford, beating an undefeated Western Hills team. I think this will be a big step for their year. We're in the final 5 seconds. I think the Bearcats are going to pull it off. And they do. Late goal in the first half from the Bearcats proves to be the difference. 1-0. Solid game between these two girls programs, and for those of you that stuck with us, we apologize we weren't able to carry this game live, but we appreciate if you watched it on the tape delay.
This is a classy act, I think, by Western Hills team over here is applauding the Anderson County team.
It's interesting.
Face their direction and
they're not allowed to shake hands. So now it's become this, But I do agree. At the end of the day, they both played hard. It was physical.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things I generally like about the girls' game. some of the on the field stuff doesn't generally carry on the field, off the field. You don't have that. Well, you want to take a quick break?
We will, and then we'll come and we'll wrap this thing up. Hang with us, folks. This is the Bluegrass Sports Network.
Running a business takes a lot of focus and dedication. Keeping up with the ever-changing tax laws and keeping up with all the numbers behind your business, while necessary, can cause distraction and even a little anxiety. That's where Charles T. Mitchell, certified public accountants, come in. They've been helping local businesses run smoothly since 1964. They've got the experience and quality you deserve, and they'll put your mind at ease. Taxes, accounting, and assurance services for your business. Charles T. Mitchell, CTMCPA.com.
The Lady Bearcats of Anderson County. Coach Jason Ernest and his Anderson County Bearcats grab a 1-0 win. Late goal from what I believe it was Olivia Griffin with about 5.5 left in the first half. Proves to be the only goal scored today. Western Hills had a great chance late in the second half. Ball gets deflected off the top crossbar, but it does not cross the line, and they unfortunately didn't really get the chances in the second half that they had in the first half. I think Kennedy Carter had 2 good chances inside the box that I think if you give her another chance, she probably buries. But you got to give Anderson County some credit. Anna Williams at center back and Jenna Riley at center back were solid all day long. And well-deserved for the Bearcats, especially considering they've had a couple setbacks recently against County and Franklin County and Woodford County. Yeah. So Western Hills, that's their first win or first loss on the season. But, again, it's not a district matchup. So if you ask Coach Brady, would he rather win Thursday night or today, he would have said Thursday night, and they can build from this.
I agree. I was really impressed with Riley's play. And Reynolds' play, and the Anderson County team as a whole.
I think they got some talent, and a lot of juniors on Woodford or Western Hills, so I'm sure we'll be seeing them again, hopefully this year, but definitely next year. With that, I think we'll sign off. Again, we appreciate you joining us on the Bluegrass Sports Network. We'll be at Western Hills tonight at 6 for a boys matchup. Don't forget to like us, find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, subscribe, and stay up to date with everything we're doing here at the Bluegrass Sports Network. Thanks, and have a great day.
Today's game is brought to you by Century Bank. Anderson County is where our heart is. Century Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.